This is the Family Sports Podcast, bringing you the hottest topics surrounding the NFL. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Family Sports Podcast. Today's episode, we're going to be reacting to Richard Sherman's comments on Kenny Pickett's hand size, whether or not hand size matters for a quarterback in the National Football League. So we'll roll the clip. I'll break it down, my comments, my analysis, my final take, and we'll read some of the reactions. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
You know, they use all these weird measurables and like, oh man, I'm sure. What does the tape look like?
Sure.
What does Pickett's tape look like? Does his tape look the part? Can he play? Okay, I don't care how big his hands is.
That's a very fine question to ask. In fact, the most important question that any scout should ask anybody that's evaluating a player projected to be a starter or just to be able to play in the National Football League should be looking at his tape. Anybody that is checking out a projected NFL player should be looking at the tape first and foremost and their competition. That is the singular main focus, or it should be the singular main focus out of all players. Let's go.
You know, they use all these weird measurables and like, oh man, I'm sure there's guys with 10-inch hands who can't play. Like,
He is 1,000% correct. In fact, I'll bring up this, for example, Joe Burrow in the 2020 NFL draft, right? He measured at 9 inches. That was tied for the smallest hands for a first-round quarterback since 2008. Go look it up. You had Ryan Tannehill and Jared Goff, who were also first-rounders, that also had hands that small. However, look at Joe Burrow. Look at Joe Burrow. The man led his team to a Super Bowl appearance. Is it affecting him? I don't think so. Let's go.
you can have the perfect hands, and he has a 6'6" build, and he's 240 pounds, well built, and his mechanics are perfect. But can he process? Can he read the coverage?
Obviously, 1,000 correct. Richard Sherman is an all-pro, probably Hall of Fame bound, potentially. He is going again. You see, when the draft, the combine comes, it's a track event. You got these dudes that go out there and they run these 4.2, 4.3s, but when you put the tape on, you have them out there in pads, a la the John Rosses, the Darius Hayward Bays, they can't play. And they can't stay healthy. You know, I'm not worried so much about the quarterback's hand size. I'm worried about him being able to go through his progressions, to understand zone coverage, to go through his, not just his first, but his third and fourth options. Once his first option is locked down, the second option, a la Travis Kelce or Greg Kittle, is locked up in zone coverage. His ability to process is more important than his fucking hand size. Let's go.
He do well under pressure. What about when he gets hit in the mouth? Does he come back? Like, those are things that
Yeah, I don't want a guy like a Jay Cutler as my quarterback. Everybody knows what happened in 2010 NC Championship game against the Green Bay Packers. Jay Cutler apparently had some type of hammy or whatnot, but his ass was on the damn bike on the sideline when his team needed him the most. All right? I don't want no dude that's going to fold on the press. Look at Joe Burrow. That man got beat to hell in that Super Bowl, and he stood the test of time. He was being harassed in the first half against the Chiefs. He rallied and beat the Chiefs 24-21 in the AFC Championship game. I want quarterbacks like that that's going to fight back, not fold like a lawn chair when they get breathed on by a D lineman pursuing him, or defensive end like a J.J. Watt or T.J. Watt pursuing them. Know what I'm saying? Or Nick Bosa. Let's go.
Tangibles are the things that make the difference in football players. And I think that's what teams are looking at studying more than this combine stuff. I mean, it's something for the fans to talk about. It's something to entertain people. That's why they put it on TV. But at the end of the day, a lot of these decisions are made. I don't think Sauce Gardner running high 4.4s, low 4.5s matters to any team that was thinking about picking him up.
Damn right. That's why he went, 5th overall to the Jets because Derek Singletary Jr. went 4th overall to the Texans, and Sauce Gardner went after him to the Jets. Sauce Gardner was regarded as the number 1 DB in the draft, although it was a heavy DB draft class, as we all saw. I mean, damn, the Texans taking a DB in the with the 4th overall pick or 3rd overall pick, however it was incredible. But yeah, he's 1,000% right about Sauce Gardner, who kind of reminds me of Jalen Ramsey, just the way he talks. Now, dude's going to have to back it up. He's got to cover Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Parker, Jamar Chase of the worlds. He's got his work cut out. But damn sure I think he'll back it up. Let's go.
Unless he would have ran 4.7, 4.8, what do you run? All right, perfect, cool. Yep. Like, it's not going to change their opinion. What does the tape look like?
Sure.
What does Pickett's tape look like? Does his tape look the part? Can he play? Okay, I don't care how big his hands is.
He's 1,000% right. And in the day, for teams that really do want a quarterback and really do value the tape of the product that these players put on the field, they don't give a damn about that shit. They really don't. They really don't. But without further ado, let's go ahead and read the comments. Let's see. Let's go back down here.
Does his tape look the part? Can he play? Okay, I don't care how big his hands are.
I did not want to do that. All right, so the comments are giving us issues right now, but yeah, in the end of the day, I think what it should be more valuable is the tape that the players put on the field. Now, I know Kenny Pickett did play with gloves, and that was also a concern. Is that he plays with gloves. And I know Richard Sherman brought it up on the podcast he was featured in on Pro Football Focus. And with that being said, Kenny Pickett, he may not be the starter coming out the gate, but I do think he'll probably be the starter midway through the season. I know they got Mitch Trubisky, that he was drafted by Pittsburgh Steelers, FYI. They got Mitch Trubisky. I can't remember who else they got on their roster. However, I know Kenny Pickett's going to get a chance to compete for the starting job. I just don't know if Mike Thomas is going to throw him under the fire like that. I mean, the Steelers, did address their O-line, as their O-line has been shaky. They got Najee Harris, they got Deontay Johnson, they got George Pickens, they got Chase Claypool. They got some pieces. But I think they're probably a couple 2 to 3 seasons away from actually being back to Super Bowl contenders. But guys, let me know your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns about this. Does quarterback hand size matter in the league? And if it does, let me know your comments. Let me know how I'm doing. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel. This has been the Family Sports Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm out.
This has been a Family Sports Podcast production. So if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.